Hey, I'm Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. This is Brief 427. There's lots to talk about today, and at the top of my list is the Iconoscope ACAM DLL digital motion picture camera. We're shooting the old Geek Brief with a Panasonic HVX200A. It's a nice professional camcorder that shoots to P2 solid-state drives. It works great for us, and people are using them to shoot independent films and TV commercials. The downside is that the HD footage it captures gets compressed. The compression is well done, it's not a problem, but compression isn't lossless. The Iconoscope ACAM DLL digital motion picture camera, according to Gizmo, captures 1920 by 1080 HD and stores each frame as a 12-bit raw DNG or TIFF file. An 80GB memory cartridge will hold 12 minutes of footage, audio, and metadata recorded at 240 megabytes per second. Frames per second is adjustable between 1 and 60. It'll sell for just under $10,000. I have a feeling a lot of motion pictures are going to be made on these things. When I heard about the Peak, a dedicated device for doing email, I didn't mention it on the brief because the idea didn't excite me. After reading David Pogue's review in the New York Times, I think I was wrong. The idea of convergence, where I have one gadget that will let me do everything, is appealing, but do I really want a life where I travel without a bag filled with specialized gadgets? I don't think so, because having multiple gadgets is way more fun than the concept of convergence. The Peak sells for $100. You can get them online or in Target stores. Monthly service is $20 a month for unlimited use. All it does is email. The screen is 240 by 320. It has a thumb keypad with illuminated keys. It checks for messages every 5 to 15 minutes and alerts you with a chime, vibration, or blinking blue light. A link to Pogue's review is in the show notes at www.geekbrief.tv. Unless the Large Hadron Collider changes something, there has to come a day when companies can no longer announce the smallest, lightest something or other, but we're nowhere near that day. Today, Panasonic announced the Lumix DMC G1 and called it the world's lightest and smallest digital interchangeable lens camera. The Lumix DMC G1 is a Micro Four Thirds system camera, and it weighs less than a pound. The Micro Four Thirds system eliminates the internal mirror we get in DSLRs, and that's what allows for the smaller size. The intention was to build a camera that benefits from interchangeable lenses, but that's a little bit more portable because of the smaller body size. It's been quite a while since I talked about Holger handsets for VoIP. Gosh, now that I think about it, when was the last time I talked about VoIP at all? Interesting. If you haven't been introduced to Holger, they make the most elegantly designed handsets for VoIP applications and add-ons to cell phones I've ever seen. Some of their designs are sleek and modern, some are classic and chunky, some combine classic and modern shapes to reveal a look that's entirely fresh. The Papa phone is a solid walnut and brass VoIP phone that works with both Mac and PC. Plug it in and you're done. There's no software to install. It works with Skype, iChat, Google Talk, Vonage, Yahoo, and more, and each one is handmade to order. Most of you subscribe to Geek Brief TV through iTunes, I think, so you might have already figured this out. iTunes 8 allows us to create unique settings for each podcast we're subscribed to. You can configure how often iTunes checks for new episodes, assign settings to a particular show. You can use default settings or choose what you want iTunes to do when new episodes are available. With Geek Brief TV, for example, you would want to choose to download all, of course. You can also choose to keep all episodes or have iTunes dump some older ones when new ones come in. Thanks for watching, and thanks for using my promo codes GB1, GB2, and GB3 at GoDaddy.com. I'm Callie Lewis. Now I really need a drink. According to Gizmo, picture camera.
Picture camera.